Hi guys, it's Drew here. Welcome to another episode of Sega Saturday. Today I'm bringing you Alien 3 on the Sega Mega Drive. Now, really love the start of this. You get this really good atmospheric alien music. But then, unfortunately, right at the end, I'll be quiet now till it happens, you get this. Talk about spoiling the mood or what? So, Alien 3. It's based on the actual movie of the same name, which came out in 1992. In the movie there's only actually one alien in the entire film, well, unless you count the one that you see very briefly at the end before Ripley commits suicide. But yeah, making a game with only one alien would have been very difficult to do, especially back in 1992 when it came out. So using a bit of artistic license, the prison planet is now filled with aliens. Have the usual weapons that you'd expect from the Alien franchise. You have the pulse rifle, which I'm using at the moment. You have a flamethrower, you have a grenade launcher, and you also have throwable grenades. Ammo gets expended really quick, but luckily there's quite a lot of pickups along the way. Got a health bar there to the bottom right as well, which obviously is not in a good state at the moment. That takes damage from pretty much everything: environmental hazards, falling too far, falling down a slope, and getting obviously hit by the aliens as well. And in the top corner you've got your motion sensor, which is really handy for spotting the aliens coming off the screen. Oddly enough, it does pick up the prisoners as well, which are shown by red blips, even though they're not actually moving. I mean, obviously they are wriggling around, but they're not actually moving anywhere for the sensor really to pick them up, but there you go. You've also got a time limit there, which is counting down quite rapidly, and the number below the time limit is the number of prisoners on this level. Now the objective of the game is to rescue the prisoners and escape the level before the time limit expires. If you don't, you get treated to a little scene where one of the prisoners, a chest buster, comes out of him and scurries off. Unfortunately, they've kind of like got it a little bit wrong, because they should have really shown them actually getting impregnated by the alien, because if they've already been infected by the alien, regardless if you rescue them or not, they're dead anyway. What's also an annoying aspect as well is that once you've actually rescued all the prisoners, your motion sensor actually disappears from the top right hand corner, which puts you in a little bit of a predicament really, because it is very handy for spotting the aliens which are off the screen. Also, the time limit still keeps ticking down even if you have rescued all the prisoners, and you still have to escape the level before the time expires. Because if your time expires, you just get a time over message and you have to restart the entire level again, which again doesn't make an awful lot of sense, because if you rescued all the prisoners, what's the time limit signifying? Well, there's level 1 completed. It did take me about 6 attempts to do that level, but with editing and everything, you saw me do it on the first go there. Pretty similar on level 2 as well. Similar kind of setting. The settings do vary. There's not an awful lot of iconic scenery from the third Alien movie, to be honest with you, because it was set in a pretty dark and dingy prison. These are meant to be the cell levels. I think you get an engineering section, which obviously appears towards the end of the film. I mean, it's not spoilers anymore. I mean, the film's been out long enough now, so apologies if it is spoiling anything for you, but you've had ample time to see it. When Ripley does kill herself, you are in like a foundry, like an industrial kind of area, so that features heavily towards the end of the game. And there's also like a cafeteria, more living area section in the game as well. And the aliens themselves don't vary an awful lot. I think you get a spitter alien and you get a boss alien every so many levels. The boss alien, it just really is a really large, tougher alien, which usually there's a very easy way to take each of them down using the environment.
I mean, graphically it's okay, it's a bit grey and dingy, but you're supposed to be on a prison planet, so you're not going to get all light colours, are you? The aliens themselves are done really good, and Ripley's okay. The biggest problem with the game is the controls. It's very, very sluggish to actually duck down, which is necessary to kill certain kind of aliens. And the speed the aliens actually appear on the screen as well, you most of the time have to take damage. There's no way you can actually stop them from hitting you. Problem of not being able to shoot at angles as well is an issue. So a lot of the times you can be on a higher or lower platform where a simple diagonal shot would be able to damage the alien, but the game doesn't allow you to do it. Oddly enough though, you can shoot up and down when you're on ladders, which is quite handy really, because the majority of the time you are safe on ladders. Having said that though, some aliens do zoom up and down ladders at an alarming rate, so later on in the game you have to be very, very careful of that. Now here you're going to see an example of me rescuing all the prisoners and then having the problem having no motion scanner for the rest of the level. Another big problem with the game is, once you have rescued all the prisoners, the exit is not marked on the map anywhere. You've no way of knowing where it is. Even when you're actually on the same screen as the exit, it's not signposted at all. It's usually just a door you previously couldn't unlock yourself. So that becomes a big problem, especially when you've still got the time limit to abide by. I've just done a bit more research about this game actually, just so I can put it in the details section, and apparently what I said previously about the motion scanner disappearing is not actually quite right. There's actually pickups which extend the battery life of the motion scanner, and that would actually make sense because I have seen some pickups which look like motion scanners, but I just thought that was just for the purpose of giving you points. It still wouldn't help finding the damn exit though. I was hoping to show you quite a lot more of the game, but unfortunately due to the difficulty of it, I've not got very far on it at all. The problem is when you die, it resets the entire level, so you have to find all the prisoners again. Really struggling now to find this exit. Did see some air vents earlier on, but I can't remember how you got to them. Definitely not this way. And that's annoying as well. Slopes damage you even if you fall down. Ah, it's not here. Definitely not here. That's where the last prisoner was. Most likely going to run out of time here. The time limit that's no longer applicable to anything because the prisoners have all been rescued. Stupid game. It's right at the start, I'm sure it was. Oh, 30 seconds left. There we go. Oh, there's the motion scanner batteries that I was talking about, and yep, there's my motion scanner back. So that is true then. Ah, no. The exit's obviously through this section, but 15 seconds left. I've got no chance of getting to it. There is a SNES version of this as well, which is similar, but quite a lot different graphics engine and everything. I might do a playthrough of that for tomorrow's Nintendo Sunday. And there we go, time up. I'll leave it there guys, thank you much for watching.